Dear friends, this is a three-part video in which I will tell you the strategy to do well in interviews. I have named this video Riding the Interview Horse. This is because, like a good rider, you must train yourself to prevent a fall. In the first part, I will talk about the question to answer technique. In the second part, I will talk about answer to question technique. And in the third and final part, I will tell you how to navigate the interview towards issues with which you are fully familiar. So first, question to answer technique. Most likely, the first few questions in the interview will relate to your DAF. So, you must think of all possible questions that can be raised about your DAF. Imagine that you are from Tamil Nadu. Then, you could certainly be asked a question about Tiradi. Questions could be over a wide range: the age of the civilization, the type of artifacts found during excavation, steps taken for dating the artifacts, the findings from the dating, the allegation that the center tried to put hurdles in the excavation, similarities with other ancient sites in India, the historical light that the excavation throws about Sangam period and the connection with the rest of India and the world. The questions could keep branching out. My purpose is just to explain what the question to answer preparation technique is. In this technique, you anticipate questions and then collect material about those topics. When you select a topic, you must go very deep into it. Your study should ensure that, number one, there is no question you are not able to answer. Number two, you do not end up creating an impression that you have just made a superficial and limited study of the topic. Three, you should be able to spend some time so that less time is left for other questions. Let us take another example of a question to answer. Say that a board member asks you about human-wildlife conflict. First, you will define it. For instance, you might say, it is a competition for space and food resources between an ever-increasing human population and the need for survival of the animals. You may also mention how greed of some individuals to kill animals to make money constitutes a threat to the existence of animals. In this background, you might highlight the need for a conscious effort by authorities to take steps to ensure that the safety of humans is not threatened by wild animals, and at the same time the animals are provided adequate habitat for stay and growth. You should also mention how some species face extinction and need special steps to prevent this. You can pad up your answer with examples of how elephants and other grazing animals destroy crops unless restrained. You can collect recent cases of a wild animal like a tiger entering a village and threatening humans. The point is, in about 6 to 7 sentences, you should be able to define the conflict, give its nature and causes, and provide possible solutions. You should rehearse your answers repeatedly so that you're able to say in about 6 to 7 sentences what might normally require an essay of about 1,000 words. You should also anticipate ancillary questions and prepare yourself for those questions. In the next video, we will take up the answer to questions technique. Thank you very much.